yeah, he didn't really look, I guess, badass.
No, he was.
I think it was weird. I think it was Joe's idea.
Yeah, Joe's like the long hair. So it looked like he's been not getting a haircut for the last 20 years.
The Red Skulls turned Bucky into a hippie.
Yeah, damn it. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, well,
I
yeah,
would hate that for a military basis.
it was funny. You got all these things from the '90s that everybody hates: the long hair, the metal
Oh, it's so
arm.
much like, yeah, exactly. It's like Nomad meets Cable.
Right.
Without the baby.
So that's where issue number 7 came from, huh?
Well, there was no way I could bring Bucky back and keep you know, Bucky from the 50s around, because everybody would be like, when are they going to fight? It's like, it'll be a really short fight.
You killed him and then you brought back the cat from the 50s.
Oh yeah, yeah, from the 50s is cool. But the Bucky from the 50s was only brought into the book because, like I said, everyone wanted to have Bucky in that book. So it's like, oh, I'll have him grow up and become Nomad. You know, they couldn't bring back the real Bucky, so they brought back the Bucky from the 50s who was supposedly dead. The last time we'd seen him, he'd been shot by the guy from the 50s in the face. So
Brain exploded.
at least my Bucky was never killed on panel.
And then what's the challenge in how like working with some of the designs that came through for the Alex Ross, Bucky with a gun as a Captain gun. How did you adapt any from the initial designs there?
It would get new correct now.
You talking about the new Captain America?
Yeah, new Captain.
Yeah.
Almost shiny cat.
So shiny.
Yeah, well, Alex had done like 3 or 4 sketches originally. And he was like, at first really basing this on if anybody's seen the movie serial, and the captain, very black and white with the captain, so he wore an all white bodysuit, little egg, he didn't have wings, he sort of based the original sketches on that.
Added a shield.
Added a shield.
He was wearing the triangle shield as his chest plate, basically.
Right.
That was how he started it, and it all kind of.
And then it just sort of, that's what the design where it comes over the shoulders and goes down. It's based on the triangle shield, the original cap shield.
Yeah.
But we went through several, sort of evolved, there were several, back and forth, I would try this one, we do this.
Yeah, I even did little sketches at one point.
Yeah. Maybe Tom did too, actually.
Other design I really liked you did was you made Arno the Soul scary. That was a lot of fun. Was that?
Actually, I think Perkins drew in there first.
I didn't know
First.
Perkins
just gave him like a trench coat.
Actually, when I drew
Like, Bodak is the worst guy in the trench coat mafia ever. I hate the ultimate nerd who got picked on in school. I'm coming back as an evil robot. Kill everybody in this school.
Well, when I drew him, I never drew the coat on. I drew straight from the Kirby designs.
He's a creepy character.
It's a front.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm talking about with the Marvels project too. Those things look dated or of a certain era from what Kirby did. If you look at it now, that looks like that crazy 70s stuff. But you can still make it look, cool and, you can get with the modern stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to try to do with the Golden Age costumes.
A lot of capes.
Like capes.
It's all weird chest animals.
I think that's the thing you don't like the most about the Andor.
No, I kind of like it actually at this point. Well, I added it into the script. A reason for the Google.
I want to open up to Q&A soon. I just have one more question about the cap. This is what I was. How did you come to issue number 42 as the end for your big Uber storyline you had going on since issue number 1? I just got finished with wait, it's over. It's issue 42, not 50 or 45.
It's a trilogy. 3, 6 issue. That was just where it fell. I didn't want to pad it out to 50.
You can do that now.
Yeah, you don't have to pad. For as many complaints as we'll get here and there about like, oh, this issue didn't move the plot along. It's like I don't look at storytelling in terms of whether it moved the plot along. I just move the story as how it feels like it's supposed to go, and it's the characters are what moves the story along to me, and that was just where it was.
And is there any anything you can tell us about Reborn?
Comes out on July 1st. Drawn by Brian Hitch, Butch Geis, making him. It looks amazing. The first 6 pages are previewed online right now, and it is the return of Captain+America. Sort of ish. Don't quote me.
Say something nice about Hitch, guys. What's it like working with him?
Oh man. Well, it's great for your income to work with Brian, for sure, because you turn in a 22-page script and he draws like 30 or 40 pages, and then you have to go in and they can adapt it all. But it's like every time he tells me he's expanding a scene, I just hear a cash register. No, he's fantastic. And the great thing about him and Hitch working together is one of the reasons Brian has the reputation for being slow is he's not slow at all. He'll pencil an issue and then he'll go back over and tighten up everything to the point where it's inker proof. Every line on his tightly penciled pages, the inker just has to trace what he's done. He's done all the line weighting with pencils and stuff. With Butch, he can actually pencil the way a normal pencil would pencil because he's getting an inker who can actually draw. So it's like, that's how he was when we worked on The Authority, and that's how we were able to do monthly comic, was that he would pencil it, and it still looked like Brian getting paid for him because he had, Paul Neary was a penciler actually in him. And then, honestly, I think it's his, and Joe Quesada agreed that it's like his career best work, actually, on this stuff. And he's working really fast, and I got 6 pages this week. So, yeah, it's amazing looking stuff. So.
Well, I took this up too. You fascinating.
Yeah, I recently in my local library I found, believe it or not, Scene of the Crime of the original box.
Okay.
It's great. I really enjoyed it. I love like the twist built and done. So I had a couple questions about that. First of all, tell me a little bit about like the genesis and the making of the book, where you got the idea, and second, what else of your work would you recommend to somebody who likes it and done it, don't know till the end, twist and turn?
That's the only like straight mystery I've done. I think we did some mystery stories in Gotham Central, and the criminal stuff has mystery element to it. But, until the new one I'm going to do is the first like outright mystery that I'll be doing in that. Gotham Central was I did my first job at Vertigo. Was a thing called Prez Smells Like the New President. Came out immediately right after Kurt Cobain killed himself. I could get him to change the name after Kurt killed himself. And then that was for an editor called Lou Stathis, who died a little while after that. And Shelley Roberg, who's now Shelley Bond, was his girlfriend at the time that he died. And she was trying to connect with some of the writers that Lou had worked with that he really liked. And so she was sort of hectoring me to do more work. And I was just drawing my own comics and working at a bookstore. And at the bookstore I was working at, I was reading a lot of Ross MacDonald novels. And because it was a really slow job. And I really just wanted to be home doing my own stuff. And Shelley kept trying to get me to pitch ideas to Vertigo, and I really didn't have any interest in it. I'd gone through so many pitches that didn't go anywhere, or I was always second in line and didn't get the gig. So I was just trying to blow her off by pitching a mystery because I thought they'd never do it. And then the next day it was approved. Crap. I had to do that, and pretty much I owe her my whole career because of that. Because that really started everything. Doing that book, I led to me doing Batman and Catwoman, and led to me going over to Marvel. And it was really, I was just trying to get rid of her because I couldn't imagine anyone letting me do a private eye mystery. Because I got tired of seeing every comic that was referred to as a mystery not being an actual mystery, where they pretty much showed you who did it on page 1.
Right,
That's
I
a
mean,
mystery.
yeah.
When you know who did it, it's a procedural.
Yeah.
Now the mystery is how the hell are they going to catch